All right, so sorry this is taking so long. I needed some sleep bad. I'd been up for like a week, and I was totally messing up the last video that I made, so I'm just going to start from scratch. All right, so one of the first things that I do is I make sure to have hunters with permanent abilities XP to try and increase my levels as fast as possible. And so, like the main guys that I gotta change this stuff. Let's see. Let's go with. No, I don't need distance so much on him. Yeah, so I just got to make sure that the guys that I use towards the beginning all have XP on them. Okay. That should be good. Alright. And so I like to start off with Trickster because she stealths and that keeps you safe for the most part, as long as you know what you're doing. As long as you don't get hit, you'll stealth. So even if you've got guys chasing you, as long as you're running away and not getting hit, you'll stealth. And so then with her, I just move right away to get back stealth and then come back for a second attack. Oh, shit. There we go. So yeah, one of my things is trying to level up as fast as possible to make the levels easier, and starting off with people that I know can handle it. I need to look up the maze maps. I haven't looked up today's. Pull that up while I'm doing this. Let's see. I got it on my laptop, so that's another thing you can do, using multiple devices if available. Oops, that's wrong one. Come on. What the heck? There we go. Alright. Today's maps. So one of the things I like to do is different characters that are easier, more difficult, use them at certain levels so that it makes the process just a lot easier. So for instance, what I'm doing now is checking in to see how many enemies are in the next map, because I prefer using Necromancer, but with 3 enemies so that I get more experience from it, and the levels that, like this, okay, this one has 2, so I'm just going to go with Berserker, because he has permanent XP. Wait, this? Oh man, I think the floor's updated already, because it's after midnight. These will be good until May 4th at midnight. Crap. So yeah, they're no longer good. Alright, so there aren't daily maze maps up. So I guess I'm doing this blindly. Great. Alright. Let's give it a try. I can also do a tutorial without my gear, because that might be easier for other people. I'm just going through doing a regular clear right now, but I'll do more specific ones later if requested. I love his death strike because he's like, otherwise you're just prodding people forever. I think Berserker's funny. I'll poke you to death. Oh yeah, remember to pick your abilities before going into a new fight, because you won't get to select it until afterwards if you don't. It used to wait and not load the fight until after you selected it, and they changed that. I think it's kind of a lame change, but at the same time, whatever. More XP now that it's too late. Yeah, dang it. Wait, is this? Yeah, this isn't the same one as... Great. Alright, so we've got no maps. It's probably 4 that's going to have 3 guys, so I'll just go with Orc right now. I love Orc. I got him earlier on, so I've used him more. But he's great on the no heal levels in Maze. So last time I was playing him on Maze, I brought him into 16, or is it 16? Yeah, I think it's 16, where you don't heal, and we got him up to like 17, I think, like that. And then I went to go fight the boss, and I had 5 HP, and so I just waited around the corner while my buddy tanked him until, or actually no, he was dead. What happened was I waited around the corner for him to start casting, and then once he started casting, I ran in and I cleared him in one attempt. Like, just during that one cast, I dropped him from 100% to dead because I was doing white hits for like 24,000. It was freaking gnarly. But yeah, the boss just plummeted. The damage percentage up in the right corner went like 7% to 27% to 56 to dead. it was really, really interesting. And so one of the tricks with Orc is health is your damage. So Celestial Pact, HP up, HP and damage are always better than just damage. And damage reduction is effective too, but it depends on what you're doing. Because, I mean, different things will cut. Like the no heal ones, damage reduction will be good. But ones where you can heal, damage reduction isn't good because you are healing yourself on your attacks usually if you have, gem slots. And so that means that you'll do less damage as you're taking less damage and healing more damage. You'll never drop in HP, so you'll never do more damage. And that's one of the flaws with Raging Orc, is that if you don't prepare for not healing, or, well, anyways, you get it. He won't do a lot of damage unless he's able to take damage. Yeah, Necromancer. Sure, why not? Oh, and the thing with Necromancer is the level 3 minions, they heal you, but the level 4 don't. And I don't know if people know that. I don't know if that's how the game is supposed to be or not. Yes, bunch of XP, awesome. In the description, it kind of seems now when I go back and read it that maybe it's supposed to be that way, where the level 3 minions do, but the level 4 don't. But it could also just be a glitch. I'm not sure. I put in a ticket with support to see what they say. But yeah, I don't know if a lot of people know that, because if you accidentally get the 4th level of minions and you're running around killing stuff, you're not getting HP back. You're going to die really easily if you're not paying attention to what's going on. Whereas if you've got the level 3 minions, I can just run around in Maze non-stop. And my minions will try to keep up with me, but just kill everything and heal me the whole time. I don't have to worry about anything. It's convenient. So if you have time to use your tickets for Maze individually is way better because you get all the loot. I think what they were saying was that you get the same amount of loot all the way up to 4 chests, and then you start losing loot. Oh, excuse me. But you still get, so each chest, there are invisible points in your on your account that indicate unlocking like perks and new hunters. So each mega box is 10 points. And so using multiple tickets, it gives you the percentage in point wise. So if you use 2 tickets, you get 19 points instead of 20, and so on. If you use 10 tickets, you get 70 points instead of 100. So it's a penalty as opposed to like a booster. A lot of people think that, like, oh, I'll get more from it. Technically, you won't. You get less, just like it says. It says the percentage is less than what it would be if the number were equal. But I guess people don't know how to do math. And so for the bosses are 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm sure everybody knows. I use specific hunters for those just to make sure I clear it. And the specific hunters that I use based off of their abilities. So Plague Doctor is one of the ones I use. I find it that he's more susceptible to death later on, like in 20 and stuff like that, so I'll use him earlier on just to make sure that I don't like die. Also, I don't have lifesteal. Okay, I forgot. I just switched lifesteal off for death strike. So lifesteal isn't like the life drain on the gems. It only gives you health after they die. In case some people, I don't know. Just going over everything for everybody. But yeah, going straight to the boss. So one of the things I do here is I'll trigger him and dodge his attack, and then I'll wait around the corner in one spot, and that builds up how many stacks that he takes when he hits that spot. And then it's just standing on him, it takes a way lot faster than moving around. And so I'll stand here to build up the stack, so when he moves to this spot... Oh, he's healing. Okay. But normally, when he'd go around the corner and he'd move to that spot that I was just standing on, he takes a bunch of stacks from multiple hits, because you're standing there stacking the hits. And so I don't know if people realize that, but as you stand there, it stacks multiple, like, attacks. And so when the boss moves to that spot, it hits him a bunch of times instead of just once, and it can make it go really, really fast. As you saw, that was a really fast boss fight. But, I mean, that's kind of how it is once you get more geared and are familiar with the content. And Plague, I like to just run straight to the end and just let everybody die. Let's see, yeah. I'm so glad I got Desperate on him. This makes it so much easier. Look at this guy up here. Yeah, there we go. And obviously, like with everything, the more times you do it, the more you'll get familiar with it. And so the easier it'll be. I remember when I was... Well, I didn't even know I was unlocking Insane Maze. I was just trying to do the dailies. I didn't know about Insane Maze yet. But the boss is a lot harder than... Or a lot easier than you think he is. Once you just get more familiar with it and everything like that. Like, I used to think that the only way I'd be able to kill the boss is going in with crazy hardcore damage and, like, blowing him up before he was able to summon his minions, and that's not it at all. But I also didn't even have dungeons unlocked then and everything, so that was a basic beginner account. Let's see. Oh, there's no maps. Crap. Nope, they haven't posted it yet. Dang. Alright, well, let's just continue this with how I normally do things. I just really wish I knew when I would have multiple enemies, because Leprechaun is one of my secrets to getting to 20 as fast as possible. Who else has XP? Goblin Engineer. And I'll stack the XP on it hardcore just to level up as quickly as possible, because that makes everything so much easier. It gives you more health, it gives you more damage, just everything. I hate these guys. Let's see, who else? Arachna. Arachna is one of the ones you might want to be a little bit more careful with. She's the only one that I've ever, like, actually lost on a level. It was earlier on when I was lower level, so it was more difficult. But, yeah, that's just something you want to be careful of, is which characters you can get away with certain things. Each time you get, like, relaxing web or something like that, it adds the number of stacks of webs that you can have on you for the character. And so sometimes before going in for a fight, like I'll show you, I do a little spin to try and increase the number of stacks really quickly. It works. Did I already get Death Strike? Shoot. I can't remember. I'm gonna get it again. Anyways, the more Death Strikes you have, the more likely the chance of it triggering or proccing, whatever you want to say, occurs. So, oh crap. But yeah, if you look under my stack, it's 2, and you go back and forth a few times, it's 7, 14. And so, the more of those like relaxing web and everything like that, the higher the number is that you can have as your cap. And that, of course, increases all of your stats and everything as well. So it's really nifty. But, I mean, I don't know if it increases the stack limit by 2. I don't know that if you were to get it multiple times, if it were to keep increasing it, because that theoretically could make Arachno like crazy strong, which would be kind of cool. But I don't know. I suppose I could try going and testing it sometime. Let's see, sun. And I hate getting movement speed on Sun because he's so fast already that sometimes in dungeons it can just be crazy to try and control him when he starts his stealth and he has the increased movement speed. Another thing I noticed, if you move quickly, you can just go over the lava. Like, it doesn't matter. You can go through some fences and stuff and everything as well. And I'm sure that's as intended, just to, you know, not overcomplicate things. Oh, I forgot I'm stealth. I can't draw enemies when I'm invisible. Yeah. But I really love Sun. He's a great character. And in Bounty Hunter, now that I've got him awakened, oh my god, I never lose. I only get first. It's almost, like, boring, but no, it's just not. Especially with the event on Discord where somebody got 200 kills in 2 minutes. Like, that's just gnarly. I almost don't see how that's possible. I almost got stuck in the corner right there because I moved too quickly. All right. Oh, that's 100%. All right, where's the exit? Down there. Who else do we have? I think I only have my end guys to do it. So let's see. Who do I want to use? See, I really like Hoplite. He's new. The new guy. He's freaking strong. I accidentally messed up my order when I was trying to make this video the first time, and selected my boss hunter on level 9, and then so I sent Hoplite in to fight the boss, and oh my god, my health didn't even drop. Like it was pretty ridiculous. Oh, maybe she doesn't. I thought she got XP increase. I don't know. But yeah, the fast spiders not only makes the spiders faster, but it increases the damage that they do as well. So I don't know if everybody really knows the abilities. Like, you can check the abilities of hunters that you don't have if people don't know that. You just go into your hunter selection list and look for the hunter that you're curious about their abilities, and click on them, and then click up at their attack and hit show abilities, and you can look at all the abilities. And so sometimes that's nice when you're a newer player or just don't know certain characters. Like, Zeus still bugs the crap out of me in Bounty Hunter. I don't understand how he can one-shot me at full health. Like, how can you do 256 or 65 damage in one shot? Like, in Bounty Hunter, we're all level 1. Like, I don't know. It's pretty cool. Except I don't have Zeus, so it's annoying. But, but I'm not going to hate on other people for, you know, using their characters. Because like I said, I destroy people in Bounty Hunter. Like, I may or may not have discovered how the spawning works, so I can literally stalk somebody in Bounty Hunter and just make sure they're dead the whole time. Yeah, it's kind of cruel if I want to be, but but yeah, it's, you know. I don't know why I did may or may not. Yeah, no, I have figured out how spawning works in Bounty Hunter entirely, so I can stalk people. Yeah, I'm pretty vicious in Bounty Hunter. Like I said, I played for 3 hours the other day and I didn't get anything but first. So, oh wait, where's the exit? There we go. All right. So one of the other boss hunters that I use is Phantom, and then Lifestealer and Mad Doc are my other ones. But Phantom is another one that you have to be careful with. If you're not paying too close attention, you can die as well. So I used him earlier. A little bit better than Plague Doctor. Just because Plague Doctor has to run through the enemy and they can hit you that way. But Phantom doesn't have to get near them at all. But yeah, so I'm still trying to like put this message out there. You don't get gear from running the regular dungeons. You get gear from insane daily maze and from the mega chests that you can, or the maze chests, the big ones. That's where I got my full set. I've only ever had 2 legendaries drop in maze, and the other one was just the other day, just yesterday. So when I was first making this video, I had only gotten 1 legendary from a regular maze 20 run. And I'm 6k gear score now, so how did I do that if I only had 1 legendary drop? That's what I'm saying, is they all come from insane. And I feel like it's the level 20 chests, although when making this video yesterday, I got a legendary on like level 13, so it's any of the chests, honestly. I felt like it was only the last 4 or 5 levels that like had a better chance, and that maybe, I don't know the statistics on it, but you get gear from your insane daily maze and from those maze chests, not from running the mazes or the dungeons themselves. Oh shoot. I also like to take advantage of the corner trick when it comes to this guy. So for those of you who don't know, if you get him on the right spot of the corner, he will shoot and it'll hit the wall, and he won't recognize that it's not hitting the target. And so he'll just stay there and keep shooting until shoot, I can't get it. My controls are being weird lately. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I always avoid unleashing souls, just even though I could probably take it, like I just rather avoid it. Because the closer you are to the boss, the more hits of unleashing souls you can take. I don't know if everybody thinks about this, but he shoots out like 30 fireballs or something like that when he casts it. So technically, if you're on top of him, you get 30 of those hits, not just 1. And I've died many a time from that, but I've also got reflect hunters that I've built up to where I could take all of those hits and reflected it at the boss, and then walked away with my poison ticks on, and it hits pretty hard. So I mean, different strategies. I don't think I have any more with permanent experience, so I'm just left to my regular guys. Let's go with Hoplite. He's cool. Oh. I meant to get quick that time. Whatever, doesn't matter. There we go. But yeah, no, Hoplite's really strong. I've taken him into like maze. Like when I had him at level 1 still, I took him into maze, and he out DPS my buddy that I was with. I was like, wow, his damage is pretty insane. And sometimes he's a little tricky in Bounty Hunter, but I mean, I'm unstoppable in Bounty Hunter now with Awakened Sun and Awakened Necromancer. And it looked like on the changes for the update that they were going to make it so all the minions immediately die when you die, and that kind of really sucks. I mean, at the same time, it makes it a little more fair, I guess, but I don't know. I think that's kind of lame. Who else? Bunny has XP sometimes, I believe. I really like Bunny. He's a fun character. Yeah, good XP. Cool. Oh, wait, I don't need 8 HP on him. What am I doing? More rabbits. Always more rabbits. And attack speed. When I first was clearing these, I wasn't trying to kill all of the enemies to get maze gems like I'm doing now. I would avoid as many fights as possible, just to try and clear as many levels and get more hunter tokens, because I was still a beginner account. And I didn't know any better. Plus, I didn't have the ability to easily do it necessarily, because it was picking hunters for me, and I never had any of them. When I first beat the hard map, it had Phantom picked, and so I wasn't expecting to go in and beating it. I was just trying to get hunter tokens for Necromancer, and I was doing hard clears to level 4 and just taking the tokens from that and just doing that a bunch of times to try and increase my tokens. Don't necessarily do that unless you're trying to build up still at the beginning and you want to. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's going to be a little different for everybody. And the more you research and whatnot, the more you practice. But, yeah, no, I didn't expect to beat it. And I did, so that was kind of cool. And then it revealed that there was insane daily, and then I understood the difference between the two. I was like, oh, okay. Roller's a good one too. His log is pretty sturdy. He can be kind of annoying sometimes, because sometimes his damage output isn't as high. But improved log increases the damage and the pushback, so it's, yeah, better choice. Oh shoot, I should have got XP there. Alright. I've got buddies that don't even, they just tap random abilities when they come in here. They don't care, because they can just clear it no matter what. Another thing I like to do with roller is when you're on the boss or something like that, and especially if you're carrying a friend like on Yeti or something, I change my position while attacking the boss so that the logs can hit enemies around on the side and whatnot and pull them in to get more experience, just to give me something to do while on the boss. But to each their own. Alright, that's 100. Alright, let's see who's next. Let's do Axemaster. So I didn't realize Pirate's not that bad. Oh shoot, that's fine. It'll come up again, and lo and behold, it did the next time. Yeah, in one of the Papa Kicks videos for I think Maze, he has pirates on his list, and I just unlocked Pirate, and I didn't think she was that good, but no, she's not bad. She can do a decent amount of damage, and her spread shot's pretty nifty. So yeah, I think she's a more underrated character. Just like Axemaster too, Papa Cakes opened my eyes to him being relatively strong as well. Like he can take some bites out of bosses when you get up. Like if you stand close to him, all of the axes hit him, and so that's like hitting him 5 times at once. So just like I'll go over to this tree. Much with all of the axes on him, their health just plummets. Yeah, I like practically 4-hit him if I could get all of the axes in him at one time, but the pushback's making it so I don't get all of the hits on him. But yeah, he's freaking pretty strong. So that's another thing that you want to think about is your positioning when fighting guys. Certain guys, different abilities, different things. One time with Leprechaun, I was facing the boss, and I noticed that when I was hitting him, it was only hitting him for like 1 shot. I was like, what? I've got multi-shot. This doesn't make sense. I think what happened is it didn't have time to process that there was an actual multi-shot going on, and it was just hitting him like 1 attack. So I backed up a little bit, and it started hitting him with multi-shot, and then it did the proper damage. Again, I don't know if that's a glitch or if that was, working as intended, but it's something that you need to be aware of when you're fighting. Especially because the boss likes to move right on top of you, so that when he casts Unleashing Souls, it hits you with everything. And if you're not paying attention, you're just going to get messed up. 15, okay. 15 is my Lifestealer stage, and I love this. It's impossible to lose as Lifestealer. It's amazing. More attack speed, the more his attack triggers. And distance is really helpful as well, so that it can reach him further away, obviously. But I'll show you what I mean in a sec. Damage Reflect is my secret with Lifestealer as well. Mobs just melt. It's amazing. Also, because I'm sure most people know with the Reflect Hunters, you don't want to get dodged because you want to reflect the attack. I think the more reflex you have, the more damage you don't take at all, and that it just reflects it back. But I'm not really too sure how it works specifically. I don't know if it gives it to you and then it just, some of the damage that you took, it casts back, or if it just literally blocks it and sends it right back. But yeah. And see, even with my gear, I'd be able to do this. Or without my gear, I mean, I'd be able to do this. It's really the perks. It's really the perks. Oh wait, there's a level thing back here. Let's go with that other level. It's better to use the level up when you've just gotten on the level, because it gives you the full experience for the next level. It doesn't give you the experience equivalent, because then it would raise the bar up afterwards if you had already had experience. But I didn't. Or, I mean, I did, and it didn't give it to me to make my point. Alright, let's do this. So, I like to stand back here and start the fight. Okay, cool. We'll be set. Yep, and I just stay. I don't have to do anything. This is the fight. I can set down my phone and walk away. Oh. Just watch how quickly the minions melt. I mean, I only have 2 reflects there, but I've been in here with 7 reflects, and it's insane. The minions hit me twice and die. Sometimes in Maze, I already mentioned the Unleashing Souls reflecting. Yeah, I don't do it in here just because I don't want to risk dying at all. I just play it safe in here. I mean, yeah, why not? Any day now. And there we go. Alright. I'm casting before it even started. Everybody, come to me. I want to kill you. And they're dead. Alright, let's see. What else? I think it's just that pathway, yeah. Next level. Let's bring Leprechaun in just because we're so close to the end that, let's see if we can push it. Yes, lucky XP is the secret. And I'll avoid the regular XP one after I've got lucky XP just because 25% versus 100%, duh. And I've had a few times where I've gotten so many lucky XPs on him in here that every time I kill an enemy, it raises me a level, even all the way up at level 16 like I am now. Sure, why not? This should be enough to finish me off and get me to 20. So I want to get my Leprechaun awakened so that I can go in and get infinite levels and hunt, or hardcore hunt, and see if I can get enough multi-shots up to where I have a full circular attack. I think that would be really cool. Yep, see, a level. So every attack is going to give me a new level. Perfect. That's just what I wanted. The Reapers are annoying as heck. We were talking about this on the forum, but the blade goes out and spins, and that's what triggers the damage. At the very end, it spins around a few times before returning to the Reaper, and so that can spell out certain doom if you're just sitting there at the end and there's multiple attacking you. Yeah, it's all bad. No, there's no more enemies. Alright, well, whatever. I'm almost 18, so this is a good show. I just wish the maps were out. I could have seen it, so it's gotten 4 enemies or something, but it's all good. No worries. I used to put Engineer and Grey Wolf in like the same category. No, Engineer is way better in my opinion. Wait, he's a reflector. Yeah, I should get an HP damage. Oh well. Damage reduction as well instead of regular damage. Oh well. It's not that big of a deal. No matter what, I'm going to clear it. But yeah, I like to think about it with reflecting that the more HP you have, the more damage you can deal. So HP and damage is basically like adding 2 forms of damage to your reflex hunters. And while I'm doing this, I'm watching my health to make sure I'm not pulling off too much, because I've done that before. I've bitten off more than I can chew. Let's see if we can't get to 20 real fast. Yeah, normally I'm level 20 by like, well, floor 17, but yeah. These Basilisks, I kind of hate them sometimes too. They hit pretty hard. But yeah, with Reflect it makes it a lot easier. And since the maps aren't available, that's why I'm doing 100% clears on every level. I mean, you also want to try and get everything on them. But yeah, you should have the maps up when you're going through and doing this, just to be safe. Play it smart. Attack speed is so good on mech. It's so good. I almost don't need Death Strike at all when I have it. Yes, fast siege. Okay. Oh, I was like, man, am I actually gonna have to do this? Like, all right. Anyway. Sweet, so much attack speed. You'll see here in a second what I mean. If you don't already know, I mean. I hate that little barrel block thing. That's so stupid. I can't see over a barrel. Come on. But yeah, he just melts these guys. Oops, that's sweet. Yeah, and at these higher levels, like, most of the stuff doesn't really matter. I mean, like, higher levels if you're a hunter. I'm 18. I don't really need to worry about anything going into these fights. I don't know what else to call it. But yeah, or at the beginning, you do want to be really careful of what you're doing. But towards the end, it doesn't matter. And yes, attack speed increases the rate in which the skulls fly around him, for those that don't know. Come on, give me poison. Really? There we go. I need some damage on him, actually. Skull's another one you might want to be a little bit careful with, because if you're not paying too close attention, he'll just get smacked down by these big guys right here. Also, when you stand in the center of the bosses, like Yeti for example, standing right underneath Yeti will make more of the skulls hit him than if he's on the edge of your damage radius. So you do more damage, and it's, I think, just another thing that people don't think about. Yeah, and another thing you can do with him is, when I go in, I'll sometimes go the opposite way of the circle and running around to hit more hits on him, but it's better to just stand there and let him do his attack thing. It's just when I'm trying to avoid damage in maze runs and stuff. And hey, there we go, we got 20, perfect. Oh, 10-3 is 10-5. Yeah, for those that don't know, that multiplier up there makes it how fast you move through the maze. Some people might have seen it and just been like, how's he moving so fast through there? I didn't know about it for a while. And one of my clanmates pointed it out. I was like, oh, duh. No wonder. Nope, I didn't. Okay, just had to see. And here we go, the final fight. So one of my things with Mad Doc on this fight is attack speed and distance are what are going to get me to the end. or make the end, like, well, yeah, get to the end. I think I need 5 distances for my plan. How many did I get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Damn. Oh well, all the same. You'll see. Oh, here we go. Okay, so I like to go up into the corner right here, and yep, 5 is what I need to hit it, so I don't hit it. Damn it. But it's okay. Trigger here, and then I just switch over to the other side and keep attacking him. And I just go back and forth between these two sides in the pinches of the middle area here. I might lose my poison stacks, but whatever. It's really all about the stacks at the top that determine how much damage you do. I feel like the boss used to melt faster than this. I don't know what happened. Did they change the way the percentages work or something on it? Because it used to take him out a lot faster than this. I've never seen him get a heal off on level 20 here. That's crazy. And yeah, I'm going to avoid unleashing souls at all costs. I can probably take it, but... Okay, just die already. There we go. Alright, so there you go. Any other questions you have, feel free to shoot them to me. Just like my name says, I'm Croxel on Discord and everything else. So, yeah, it's been fun doing this for you guys. Again, gear comes from insane dailies and from the big maze chests. You're not going to get gear any other way. So, I'm just going to finish out these last few fights for maze gems, and yeah, take it easy, everybody.